Hello, my name is Andy. I am the Brit in Hungary.
Hello, my name is Kitty and I'm the Hungarian in Hungary.
And today, we is in Corfu! Anyway, yes, it's beautiful morning, 9 o'clock. I've just dropped Kitty off at the course because we're here on an Erasmus course. And we are in Corfu. It's actually somewhere I've never been, and I've always wanted to come, mainly because of My Family and Other Animals, that book that everybody had to read at school when they were kids. So yes, we're here, and hopefully we'll bump into Spiro and the magpies at some point. So yes, here we are. So a lot of Greek islands, they tend to look a bit like Mars, you know, they're really like dry and rugged and hot. But yeah, it's nice, it's lovely and green, not just in this park, I mean everywhere, all over the island. It's very nice, very refreshing. This is a really nice legacy of the Brits, 50 odd years. Like running the island, which isn't genocide for a nice change. It's actually a cricket pitch, and someone told me that it's the only cricket pitch or the only cricket club in the whole of Greece, and here it is. So yes, the Brits were here. Yeah, it's weird. Your first impression is you're in, I don't know, Italy or France somewhere. You know, if you compare it with, like, I don't know, my Santorini video, you know, there's that classic Greek look. It doesn't look like that at all. Yeah, you'd think you were in Venice, actually. Yeah. So the history, yeah, well, it's obviously Greek, part of the Greek civilization. If you look at a map, Corfu guards the entrance to the Adriatic. If you imagine like the heel of Italy and then the Greek mainland, like Corfu is bang in the middle. And the Venetians, they occupied this island for probably about 500 years, I think, like from the medieval times to about the 18th century. You know, because they were a trading nation, and they wanted to control what was going in and out of the Adriatic. So they this island was theirs, and they used it as a base, you know, to stop pirates and thieves and everybody else, really. Yeah, then the Turks tried to invade it several times, and because the Venetians were so determined not to lose this place, they successfully fought off the Turks, so it never actually got invaded. And then, what next? Oh, the Napoleonic Wars. Yeah, I think 1815, the Brits came here and they sort of took control of the island for about 50 years, and then it was handed back to the Greeks. So yeah, very checkered history, really. Yeah. So that's the old fortress. That's where the original town of Corfu was. It's protected by a sea moat and a drawbridge. Yeah, and originally that's where the original settlement was until it kind of expanded into the town where it is today. The newer buildings you can see, they were built by the English, the Brits, when they were here. They were like barracks for the troops and the artillery people and stuff. But yeah, we're probably going to have a look around there later. So yeah, a bit of geography, really. This part is Corfu, and that's just some random island, and there's a little boatie. And then the mountains you can see just there, and that's Albania. And Albania goes all the way to probably about where that boat is there. And then it's Greece, the Greek mainland. Yeah, so it's another funny crossroads kind of place. Yeah, the closest point to Albania. It's 1 nautical mile, so what's that, just under 2 kilometres. And you've got to be really careful, because every now and then your mobile phone, it logs onto an Albanian network. And you just turn it off immediately, because they're not EU. And if you start using data, you know, from a non-EU country, I say it just costs you an absolute fortune. So that's how close we are. You know, my phone keeps logging onto the Albanian networks. Yeah, fancy that. Yeah, and it's been absolutely roasting in the 40s. And there's actually been people on this island who died through the heat, and well, other islands as well, like poor Dr. Mosley the other week. Yeah, so you've got to be really careful. It's starting to get really hot now, and I'm going to head down there and have a beer and have a swim. Yes. Oh well, it's a nice spot to kill a couple of hours. Not too bad. And I've got my beer as well. Yes. Well, never a dull moment. We just got home to find water all over the floor and plumbers and cleaners in the flat. Apparently the boiler exploded while we were out, and the place is absolutely destroyed. But the plumber's here fitting a new one as we speak. Never a dull moment. Why is it always us? Well, it's pretty impressive. They bloody hell, we just had like an army of blokes in there, and they've fitted a new boiler and yeah, cleaned up all the water in about an hour. And there's just the electrician here who's just drying some of the plug sockets at the moment. A bit wet. So today we decided to come back to Kanoni, which is where we came last night to watch the aeroplanes, because last night it looked really nice but it was too dark to sort of do anything, so we've come back in the daylight to explore. Yeah, we got a very strange taxi ride home last night. We got a tour of, yeah, we told the taxi driver to take us to the Shell petrol station near the Lidl, and we ended up driving all over town to various Lidls and Shell petrol stations, but we got there in the end. So this time we've taken the bus. It only costs €2 and it's far less stressful. Yeah.
For me, this place is...
Well, yeah, not the best beach, a bit harsh on the feet, and it's full of very strange people. I don't know where they're from. It's like they're on like day release from some sort of institution, I think. Yeah, very strange people. So we're out of here. We're going to go back to town and back to normality. Yeah, here comes the bus. Yeah. Well, had a nice wander around town. I'm feeling a bit tired. Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock. Come home to chill out. Today is July the 4th. It's the UK general election. And I've got a few supplies in. I forgot the popcorn actually. Never mind. Yeah, obviously, I haven't lived in the UK for a long time, and I really. Apart from my friends and my family live there, but I really couldn't give a what happens on that ridiculous island anymore. I'm well out of it. But I will never ever forgive the Tories for Brexit. So what I've done is, those 80 marginal seats, that are going to, that the Tories are going to lose. Well, my old constituency where I used to live in England is one of those. So I've registered for a postal vote, and I've used a tactical vote to get rid of the Tory bastard that's there, and things are looking pretty good at the minute. So yeah, it should be quite interesting. I hope. Friday morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's an especially beautiful morning because the effing Conservative Party are no longer in charge of the UK. Yes, I'm a bit tired this morning. I was up till the early hours, laughing my tits off at all the Tory cabinet ministers losing their seats. It was fantastic, and especially that twat, what's his name, Rees-Mogg. Fantastic. Unfortunately, my little bit of tactical voting kind of worked. The Conservatives in my old constituency were knocked down to 3rd place. Labour were in 2nd, and Reform got one of only 4 seats in the constituency where I used to live, which is a bit of a shock, although we shouldn't be surprised because it was a very strongly Brexit supporting constituency, so that probably says more about the the IQ of the constituents than any sort of political leanings they might have. So that was a bit of a shock and a bit disappointing, to be honest. Yay! Awesome! It's Friday evening. The course is finished. Yeah! She can let all her hairs hang out. Brilliant. Yeah, we're off to the pub. We're going to watch Germany versus Spain with Germans, which should be quite interesting. So yeah, so you excited?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, great evening last night watching the football. Not the best result for the Germans, sadly, they lost. But it was a good evening nevertheless. It's Saturday today, this is our last full day. And so we've hired a car and we've come out and about exploring. So we is about there somewhere. Well, that was okay, bit of a flying visit. Off back in the car now. Where we're going next?
The waterfalls of the nymphs.
Yeah, Nymph Waterfall, apparently. But I'll bet you any money there are no nymphs. Well, there probably won't be a waterfall, but anyway. Right. Trying to find a waterfall, but I can't hear any water. I've got a horrible feeling it's all dried up. Well, I seriously wasn't expecting nymphs, but I was expecting some water. But apparently it's dried up. Oh, shit. Bloody hell. Yay, we got some water.
And you should do like Jesus, you know.
Yes.
Water.
Yes. Can you do the vine?
Got to use your imagination a bit, really. Raging torrent.
Okay,
Well, there's a Brit, a German, a Hungarian, and a Pole. I'm very disappointed. Oh, God, I'm nearly dead. There's some big birdies up in the sky, look.
White wall. And many German tourists come there just to shoot animals.
Yeah, I think it's the coolest car rental, or the easiest one I've ever done, I think. I just walked in and said, "You got a car?" And he says, "Yeah." "How long do you want it for?" I was like, "Well, 2 days." "Oh, it's 80 euros. Is that all right?" "Okay, here's the keys. Don't crash it, will you?" Brilliant. So, yeah. Right, last night we come out for a monster blowout. I'm a bit peeved. We left just as the England-Switzerland match was going into extra time. So at this moment in time, I've got no idea who won. But on the assumption there's more English people here than Swiss people, and I've been hearing lots of shouting, I'm imagining that England have won on penalties. But I got no idea. Anyway, we will see. But obviously, I don't care. Awesome, right, we just checked out. Saturday got, well, the last day in the car. We've got it till 6:30. So the tour guide is planning a trip to where? A romantic beach somewhere.
Yes.
Ooh.
It will be Afionas.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Let's wait for the air conditioner to start. Whew, it's keen hot. Yeah, we made it. That was another zigzaggy ride in a very underpowered car. But we're here. Dunque. God. Right, we're exploring. We're trying to find a secluded beach. Yeah, right. So we should have a spectacular viewpoint on the way, hopefully. Yes. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Ooh, beautiful. Right, better catch up. Oh, it's quite nice. It's very hot though. Right, we wimped out of the secluded beach, mainly because, well, partly because it's a tiny beach and there's like hundreds of people heading down there, so it's not going to be secluded at all. And the other thing is it's unbelievably hot and Kitty's got flip-flops, and we've just seen a lady in quite severe distress from the heat. So yeah, no heroics today. You know, I'm getting on a bit. But yeah, there's another beach with a slightly less tortuous path down to it, so we'll give that one a go. Whew. Yeah, much more civilized. Hello. Yeah, we were just up there somewhere, and the secluded beach where no one ever goes, it was just about, I don't know, out there somewhere in that little cove. It's nice.
I think we could exploit the day as much as it was possible.
Yeah, well, heading back to the car, we've got to sort of head, well, not home, but head back to take the car back. But I've just read it's going to be middle of next week at home, it's going to be 42, which is even warmer than here.
Yeah!
Awesome, yeah. So this was just a warm-up, really. Oh, we don't crash. Well, that's that. What do you think? Corfu?
It's a lovely place.
Yeah, not too bad. But we decided that we like Rhodes better.
Yeah.
And Santorini. Yeah. But yeah, it was not too bad. Not too bad.
Less Hungarian.
Yeah, I've certainly changed colour, so that's good. Yeah. Anyway, here we go then. See you in a bit. Goodbye.